Welcome back to League Play for OCE, the Rocket League OCE Championships, proudly supported by Macca's, where the Monopoly game at Macca's is back.
What's happened to you?
Oh my
1 in
God.
5 will instantly
That's
win.
me.
Yummy. Korea, you open the door and you see a sink outside. What do?
I
let
hate
that-
you.
You let that sink in.
Sink in.
Welcome back properly.
He's literally said that about 50
I
times
have to make
today.
sure-
Walked around
As
the
soon
whole
as we get off
production
the
feed.
desk-
No. I'll say it again, yes. But let me just tell you guys, right, that everyone spamming rewards gets that each time coming through.
By the way, if you are looking to be a caster, there's a lot of great opportunities here in the Oceanic region, and we're in particular looking for a new play-by-play. So
You have to have
get
hair
your
like
casting ready. There's
Yep.
a community night later on that you could get.
That's right. You know,
involved in.
to replace me, we've got a lot of talent out
Yeah.
there, so I can't wait to see when I go. But
Neither can we.
But they've got no other options, so I mean, at the moment, you're stuck with me.
We do.
In our last matchup of today, we've got two teams that are fresh jumping onto the pitch. Conspiracy Esports taking on Jam Gaming. Now, this should be an interesting series because Jam are so freaking good at the moment.
No, 3-0 Conspiracy, they're the Jam Slayers, right?
Yeah,
no,
Conspiracy
no,
are the
no.
Jam Slayers.
3-0 Conspiracy, Jam Slayer.
They've got a 100% record.
They've never lost.
But
3-0.
Anyway, so Conspiracy Esports coming in. They're the only team of 3 rookies. That is the only team that hasn't had a player previously play in the OCE Championship. So they are brand new. It's going to be interesting to see how well they play. But Slurpee and Hectic have been together forever. Walcott is a huge player. He's been really rising
Yeah.
in this scene. And this is their chance to prove themselves at a high-value situation.
And it's definitely high value because the team they're going up against is Jam, who
Yeah.
won into RLCS last season, went straight to the internationals where they got to play against some of the best EU teams.
Yeah, they've come back from international and they've become so much better.
Yeah.
You know, coming in to OC Championship last season, they might not have even been the favorites to go to RLCS. A lot of people put them in that number 3 position. Now they're back and they're definitely one of the favorites, and they've been performing immensely online.
Yep, top 3 for sure.
So, I mean, Conspiracy, your organization coming through, and Jam, so much experience, especially from RLCS. So, really, what's stopping them from going into RLCS again? What's stopping them from being number 2?
Jam?
Jam.
Well, if they lose to Conspiracy, that'll definitely
That'll
stop
stop them.
But Jam Gaming, they just need to really tighten up their play. They've held a very standard style, and they're playing very tight, structured Rocket League, and that's what's going to really carry them through, especially against a team like Conspiracy that hold back a lot.
Korea,
Yeah.
before we go and talk about who's going to win this
Yes,
when I'm
Jake.
right.
Hysterics.
Yes, I've stopped scratching the desk this week. Have you noticed?
I know, it's a new desk. I'm glad you're not ruining it anymore.
No.
We have to repaint it every time you do
No,
a
we
cast.
don't. No, we don't.
We
It's
just
not
don't
that,
tell you.
It's not that bad. Conspiracy
bad.
Esports,
It's
do we
really bad.
know much about their playstyle, or is it again the same as Noises and Toxic, where it's a bit of a mystery?
Well, we've got 2 of their players, the Lovers, Hectic,
Nice.
who we'll call Hectic,
Yeah, that's because that's his name now, yes.
Yep.
He's changed it.
Thankfully.
and oh my god, and Slurpee is the other one.
Yep.
There we go. Sorry, had a brain
Slurpee
fart.
Monster.
Yep, Slurpee and Hectic,
also
and the 2 of
changed
them are the Lovers. And they've played together for a very long time. They had a small divorce period, but they're back together now. So those 2 will be playing pretty consistently. Picked up Walcott, who's mechanically really good. So, yeah.
In terms of how they play, they really all rotate all the way back.
Okay.
They're a very defensive team. All 3 of them are very good with dealing with clears, and then going more for solo goals, like big goals, instead of really working as a double or a trio unit. The big question is, and this is what they told me this week, that they think that their opponents are going to be under pressure and they like to clear. So if there are opponents like Jam who end up dribbling or taking it slow down the pitch, that might be their weakness.
Okay, so do you think Conspiracy, with that style, will be able to destroy Jam, one of our top tier teams?
No, I think Jam, in this prediction, I think they have this probably 3-0. Despite their history of Conspiracy taking it through, Jam have really been tightening up their game.
Korea, you're going to have to add to that.
Well, Jam are one of the top 3 teams for sure going into this.
Yep.
They had like a month or 2 of domination where they were just top of the ladder in OCE.
Off-season was great.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I don't know why they would start dropping behind now and falling to teams that aren't in that power 6 of OCE. So, Jam.
Okay, so Conspiracy Esports, I think I mean, I was looking through some articles on the internet. You know the internet, right? And
I think we're on the internet right
wait,
now.
this is the internet. I'm looking at conspiracy to take this because Walcott apparently rookie of the split, or at least of the season. There's a couple articles out there of him. I'm not mentioning who it's from because I just saw it. So I saw that on Twitter, and that's why I think Walcott will be the best.
Good.
Let's go into game, ladies and gentlemen. Conspiracy Esports 3-0 versus Jam Gaming. Am I right or am I right?
Well, we'll find out probably in
Wrong.
about 25 minutes.
25 minutes. That's a good prediction, Korea. Let's count, but not out loud. Conspiracy Esports coming through, a fresh organization. We haven't seen them in our last championship. We didn't see them, or at least the players, really at all. So some fresh, new talent coming into our RLCS season. Looking forward to it. Walcott has actually been nominated as Rookie of the Season. So let's see if he performs in our league play.
Well, he was really good in the qualifiers, so I'm unsurprised that as the rookie that he is, because he's one of the few rookies that actually made it into league play this season.
But you and Yummy were talking about Jam taking a dominating win in the series to finish off our league play week number 1. And so far, Jam have been keeping it down this side of the field and really shoring up any sort of weaknesses. Express takes a shot. Shady takes a shot. Jam. What a great start to this game. Okay. No, maybe not. Walcott. Close quarters. That's okay. Courier.
Yes, Mr.
Still a
Hysterics.
good start for Jam Gaming.
Yeah, that was a good start. They almost punished Jam Gaming for getting that 3-man aggressive push forward. Unfortunately, he wasn't fast enough and went for the demo, costing himself the goal opportunity.
Conspiracy Esports balls back down on this side of the field, and Jam Gaming again holding the door as much as you want him to live on. It's literally like that for Conspiracy Esports. At the end of the day, someone's going to die here, Courier. And if
extreme.
it saves Brand, then it's going to save Brand.
Say Bran?
Brandon Stark, yes. His name's Brand. Brand. Yeah, they call him like Brand. Brandon Stark. First goal, however, goes to Conspiracy Esports. Jam let one slip.
Well, it seems like your prediction's looking pretty good. Conspiracy did get that first goal. Walcott showcasing forward and taking that open one straight from underneath their goalpost.
Yeah, definitely the Rookie of the Season. Walcott looking very strong with that first goal. However, Jam Gaming, what I've seen so far, has been pretty good. And I think one goal getting through for Conspiracy might just be pretty cool as Yummy Cheeseman has joined the match. Good timing, Yummy. Guess what? Jam are a goal down. This could be Conspiracy's rise to fame.
It is interesting that they have had this really big win against Jam Gaming, because Jam's a counter-attacking team. And if they're going against a defensive team, it's kind of like they're both watching, waiting for something to happen.
They're missing these shots, and Shady will finally get the clear. So opportunities arise for Jam Gaming. Off the backboard, you can now see Express setting up for the shot. Backboard again, Monty Connor unable to find the finisher. Slurpee Monster and Hectic able to get demoed, I guess you could say. And Jam Gaming, the final series of today, haven't found their first goal yet, so it is a little bit concerning, but let's see what they can do. There's very defensive rotations. Yummy was saying they're going to pull all the way back. And Jam, have they made work of this? Not yet.
No, they're controlling the entire pitch, but Conspiracy are quite happy planting 2 members actually in the goals, just sitting there. And here we're seeing one of them just standing, chilling.
Just having a good time.
Having a good time.
But at least for Conspiracy Esports, I mean, this is their first ever league play game. They will lose that goal, and as expected from Jam, to slot one in.
Well, it's just a matter of time, right? You can't stay on defense forever without getting a clear or doing a counter-attack to make the pressure. And when you have players on Jam that have been all the way to RLCS, they're going to find holes in your defense.
I mean, playing at slow Jam Gaming, it seems to have worked out to at least get the score 1-1, but Conspiracy Esports, not really sure I can read them just yet. I mean, it took me a while to read, but not this long, Courier.
That was a good play there, getting the dribble down before getting taken out by Jam in the midfield. That is one of the places they're exceptionally strong. Monty Connor sitting there, making sure everyone else is having a terrible time, as well as Express can play pretty much the entire field. That guy's a mechanical freak.
Really big clears coming through from Conspiracy Esports. 1 minute 40 remaining, and Walcott, oh man, close quarters. Right there, setting the ball up. It's not Shady. He's already pushed back and will just receive the ball in the midfield. Jumps up, misses the second touch, and it will go back to Conspiracy
And that he does. Go straight back over with a pass to Monty Connor that goes around back to the Conspiracy side.
And sets it up for Shady, who has a shot, goes a little bit too wide on this right-hand side, and on the wing, Express there to receive. Monty Connor goes up instead, and Slurpy Monster gives control back to Express, who will just receive it to Shady. Hectic unable to get the intercept, and Monty Connor, he's back up for the passing play. There's Shady. To drop the ball is necessary to get this next goal, and really right here, I think Jam Gaming are completing our expectations. They're keeping up the pressure. They just haven't been able to score that other goal.
That's it. They're getting all the reads on Conspiracy when they try to get the clear, and they're unable to get the goal, which is kind of strange when you're reading their midfield play so well.
I think this style of Jam Gaming, you always think that they're a weaker team than they are, but each series they just grow and grow and grow. And so far, the first game is going to be, it's not really going to be that readable. Conspiracy Esports getting the feel for Jam Gaming as well, and this first game is so crucial. Jam Gaming just need to make sure they at least take it out, because if Conspiracy Esports, if they get it, I think it'll be a good drive for them going through the rest of the series.
Well, it's a good solidifier, right? You are 13 seconds left on the clock against Jam Gaming, debatably the top 2, top 1 team of OCE,
yeah.
And you've put them to overtime in game 1.
That's right. Jam will have one more play. Shady centers the ball, but Hectic throws it down, and we go into overtime in game 1.
They may actually be the Jam Slayers.
I mean, it's a big call. To call them the Jam Slayers is a very, very big call. Jam are such a big team. Conspiracy Esports have the opportunity to be in that top 6, but Jam, they've been to RLCS before. They've got the story behind them. Conspiracy Esports, a new team. If they do take them down, I mean, this could blow open the competition. Wide open.
Yeah, 100%. If they can take down Jam, they can beat anyone in the top 6.
Anyone.
And that means they are now in the running for RLCS, rather than just being that little bubble team that's always sat outside the top 6.
Jam's Monty Connor, just going to leave it over to Walcott. Shady intercepts that 50-50. Express meets Walcott again, and Hectic will still be into defense, playing very, very safe. He pushes up. These are good rotations coming through from Conspiracy Esports, but 50 seconds into overtime, and no team really showing any prowess to get that goal.
Yeah, it's nice and slow in terms of pace, but the passes are nice and short too.
I think Jam Gaming like these short passes. Slurpy Monster, he's in defense. Walcott comes in, and Shady's brought the ball back. Jam Gaming have pretty much kept it down this side of the field 80% of the time. Then there's just these massive clears from Conspiracy Esports. So Jam Gaming, when they have that ball, the possession looks fantastic, but the offense coming through for Conspiracy Esports, it feels like one big play could change it all up.
Yeah, how do you counterattack a team that just doesn't attack?
Well, you get a lucky goal. And a bit extra. Does that sound right?
Yeah, I mean, both teams have a goal. Story checks out.
Story does check out. Jam Gaming into overtime now, almost 2 minutes in game number 1. Hectic, he's going to try and drive the ball, getting the goal against Jam Gaming. This is what you want. Slurpy Monster re-centers it. Walcott, he's up. Ball, roof, down he goes. Walcott will not find the second touch. I know what you call a Devo, but if you hit the ball on the roof and follow it down, I don't know what you call that. Express, he's sick of me talking, wants me to stop. 2 minutes in. No team able to find this goal just yet. But Shady, getting so close for Jam Gaming Korea, and this could be it. Negative. We're just not going to get the goal.
But they are going to get the demo. Hectic trying to assert some dominance as they move up into the midfield, because it is so hard when Jam are infamous for their midfield play.
But this is an opportunity for Walcott and Slurpy, who have pushed up with the ball. 2 minutes 30 into overtime. They leave it for Hectic. He's going to get hit by Shady, and Express and Monty Connor are back in action. Shady over this backboard will dribble the ball and center it cross field. Hectic laying back into that midfield will help with that clear to redirect it back down for the rest of Conspiracy Esports, or even take it himself. Looking pretty good for Conspiracy Esports right now. And Jam, a little bit of fire, but they redirect it right back, and Monty Connor hits the ball over the top, trying to get it in. We're 3 minutes into overtime, and neither team can score.
Well, that's the thing, is the Conspiracy's doing a two-man defense at all times, relying on solo plays to get the goals. But Jam are too good and won't concede it to a single player, so they're kind of at a stalemate.
Maybe Jam just need to get a little bit creative here. Shady hits it off the corner, and I feel like, there we go, there's Monty Connor. The ball will be centered, but Hectic just sits inside the net. But Shady comes in last minute, and he was too close in the net, and that's how they capitalize.
The old wham bam, thank you man from Shady to take out game 1.
And that was good adaptation from Shady right there. Game number 1 goes to Jam Gaming, but 3 minutes 20 into overtime. That's an 8-minute game from Jam Gaming. Going against the 7th or 8th seed, you could dare say that should have been a lot cleaner.
Yeah, that's a good showcase there from Conspiracy. Yeah, that should have just been a stomp from Jam, but Conspiracy have definitely got something sorted.
Yeah, 6 saves coming through from Walcott. I mean, he was a really big member in the side of Conspiracy Esports, but Jam finding that last goal into overtime, I think is a good compilation for Jam Gaming to just relax. Game 1, okay, it's not nerves. It's pretty much just like, how do we play against Conspiracy? Now they should know. I want to see that clean in games 2 and 3.
Yeah, I think if they clean it up, they just win. Just straight off the bat.
You guys are expecting them to win anyway. I can't say you guys because I'm always going to go against, by the way.
That's because you want Conspiracy to stay the Jam Slayers.
Well, I mean, the thing is, like, there is such a big surprise in the side of Conspiracy Esports lineup. Like, Walcott is a real rising star. Like Yummy said he's a player who I could definitely get behind. No, I'm not stealing his content.
Yummy said that.
Yummy said this, so I wanted to say this as well. I don't know. You guys said this stuff, so I wanted to compliment.
You're part of the team.
I'm not part of the team. All I do is just spike my hair up. I actually love my hair today. Thank you very much. I actually love it. Okay.
It's good.
No, I don't believe that whatsoever. I'm not taking you to Macca's after this. You don't deserve to come with us.
Fine. I'm sure Dave will or Yummy will. I'll be covered. I don't need you.
They're not going to take me either.
I want to get one of those ice cream cakes and go to little Macca's section. You're not invited to my birthday.
Oh, I love McDonald's cake.
So good.
Ice cream cake. Jam starting game 1 off strong. Oh, it's game 2, but never mind that. There we go. Remember shoring up weaknesses? Does 6 seconds count?
I think that certainly counts, Asterix. That is a strong start with that 2-man play straight into Conspiracy's home base.
All right, Jam Gaming 1 goal up, 6 seconds. Let's see if this is a monstrous game or if Jam Gaming just get the 1 and then decide to relax. Nah, let's not relax. Jam are still pushing forward. This could be a good moment, however, for Conspiracy Esports, but Shady saves the ball. Could be a big scoring goal game. I don't know. English is not my strong suit. However, Jam off the cross post. That's not a crossbar. That's not a side post either. It's the one in between. Monty Connor and Shady, they're waiting for the ball. It's Monty Connor now who pushes up. Around the corner, he will dribble the ball and ready to dunk it in. Setting it up for Express. Some classy plays coming through from Jam. And this is a very, very different game too.
It's nice to see that for a moment there, Conspiracy pushed 2 players forward and started to be a little bit more aggressive.
Walcott.
Because you cannot beat Jam without doing that or some crazy solo plays.
Oh my God, Walcott sets it up for Conspiracy Esports. Hectic doesn't fall forward, and this could be a weakness from Conspiracy. Always that one person in defense. The rotation's not going to find its mark. Monty Connor, he'll recover the ball and lobs it over the top. Hits the backboard, ready to recover it once again. And Express and Shady are already back. Nice touches coming through from Jam. They're still keeping up the pressure in Conspiracy Esports.
And I have to give props to Conspiracy Esports for holding this defense when getting pressured for Jam for pretty much 10 minutes straight.
Yep. Well, I mean, especially since overtime, went for 3.5 minutes last time, and we're into game number 2. Conspiracy Esports have been really handling the pressure well. They look like an organized team. It's just Jam Gaming at the end of the day who are finding these punishments in their mistakes. That is what we want to see. Jam Gaming need to shore up these plays. That's an open goal. Monty Connor just picking up some boost. Should be able to receive whatever pressure Conspiracy Esports put ahead, but they're hanging around this right wing. You can see that Walcott was hanging around the backboard. Shady gets the soft clear. However, Slurpee Monster misses the ball. Jam send it up. Great shots, ready to be hit down by Jam as it hits the roof. Shady's there. Slurpee Monster interacts with the ball. And it will still be Jam going for big plays.
And they need them because they need to get these goals on the board to consolidate their victory. Because 1 isn't safe, 2 is where you want to be.
I mean, I'd even say 2 would be safe at this stage. Conspiracy Esports look like they're moments away from at least scoring their goal. And Hectic, really good on these setups here. You can see Slurpee Monster and Walcott playing so darn aggressively. Great rotations coming through from Conspiracy Esports. However, Jam, when they get it down this side of the field, it is literally like a minefield.
Yeah, they pretty much live down here. This is Jam owns 90% of this pitch, and Conspiracy just has that little square in front of their goals that they get to call home.
Oh no, big miss from Hectic. Unfortunately, Monty Connor hits it too far to the right. Express will try and recenter the ball. Shady hits it up. Hectic redirects, which is great. Monty Connor just trying to get the wall pass set up for Shady. Will be engaged by Hectic. Express off the corner. Still Jam Gaming struggling to find that second goal, but keeping it up this side of the field will give them the time that they need. Jam are just playing with fire. These are some sneaky wall passes, and I love it to bits.
And they're playing pretty safe as well. Like, you'll never see 3 Jam players on the screen unless one of them's rotating back. Because they know if they have 2 in defense, when push comes to shove, they won't concede that goal to Conspiracy.
Jam Gaming, big clears again, set it on up. Monty Connor's there for the shot. Almost in the corner. Hits on out, and Jam going to have a lot of shots by now. This is pretty good stuff, and as expected from one of the top tier teams. Conspiracy Esports, although they're holding the line, I think it is still impressive the fact that Jam are looking so good at the moment.
Yep, Jam are confident going forward, I would say.
I mean, I think the more confidence would be them actually scoring all of these goals. I think that would be the difference. That's just exemplifying your play.
Yeah, I think
All that.
Damn, nice shot, Hectic, in the top right of the bins.
The bins? I like the bins.
Yeah.
I don't hang around in them much, so. Yeah, that's right. That was a hard angle to hit from Hectic. Conspiracy Esports, 1 apiece. We've got 45 seconds. Might just see overtime again. This feels like the Legacy versus Noisies and Toxic series again. We were worried a little bit about what Legacy were doing. I mean, I am still worried a little bit about Jam's positioning here in terms of the leaderboard, because right now they should be taking this series out very convincingly, but they're not.
Yeah,
Shows how close our league play is.
I think playstyle-wise, it's probably more similar to an Advance versus Chiefs matchup, where they want to be playing a lot slower and they're giving each other a bit of room. In this case, Conspiracy giving Jam all the room to move around, and then consequently getting punished for
The
it.
ball just doesn't come out of this half, though. So although it looks like we might see overtime, another shot lies in wait for Jam Gaming. 15 seconds. And they pretty much have the cards here to control this game. Monty Connor passes it back. 7 seconds remaining. Walcott pushes up. Hectic's there. They pass the ball, upfield. And Monty Connor will try and just get it out of the way. This ball should hit the ground, but Express, is he done just yet? Yes, he is. Overtime comes in for a second time.
Regardless of how this goes at the end, 2 consecutive overtimes just showcases how tight the scene is in OCE, that the teams coming in 7th, 8th seed through the qualifiers are going up against the invitee teams that came from RLCS.
And I feel like this, again, if it does go to a 3-0, it won't showcase Conspiracy Esports. Just like Noisies and Toxic, there's that element of how they did in the series. The overall score doesn't represent Walcott, trying to make sure it isn't a 2-0. And so far, Jam Gaming still holding all the control. That one shot not going to be enough. Jam Gaming setting it up, and Shady will clean it up 2-0, and it looks more like a 3-0.
It does. And I agree with what you said before, Hysterics. If Conspiracy does go down to a sweep, it'll be a shame because they have pushed it to such minutiae difference in scores.
Jam, however, we need to look through at some of our top tier teams in league play. When we watched the Chiefs, we saw, I think, a lot more competitive games today. I think we saw how strong the Chiefs were. When we look at Jam here, I mean, arguably Conspiracy Esports are an up-and-coming mob, but Jam should not be having this much trouble.
I think a lot of the problems coming from Jam is that the way that Conspiracy is playing is, I would kind of frame it in, they're playing to lose slowly.
Okay.
When they're just having one player run forward, you're relying on like Hectic to do a solo play or Walcott to do a solo play. And if they can't break through as that one man, you've given up all scoring potential and you're just playing defensively until Jam eventually scores. When they're getting 8 shots or 6 shots from a single player on you, you're eventually going to crack. If they have 16% accuracy, that's a goal. And when the goal scores are so low, one's all that matters.
That's right. And I mean, Slopey got 8 saves then, I believe. That was absolutely huge. Like, Conspiracy Esports still playing classy against Jam. Second time it's gone to overtime. Should be commended that Conspiracy Esports, a new organization, are actually taking it to Jam, one of our oldest residents, one of our, they're not even in the retirement village.
No,
right?
there's like a statue that kind of sits in the middle of the courtyard.
Yeah, like Chiefs and Jam statues, yeah. Makes sense.
We should have that. That'd be cool.
Oh, we should. We need a soccer ball. That's what we need. That's in the future. Might surprise you one day. Jam Gaming 2-0. Looking to take this out 3-0. And Jam have started these games off strong, and Express, has he had room to breathe? Maybe Jam as a unit have. Just chasing the ball is hectic. Jam still getting possession. I mean, these challenges, these 50-50s, are all going to Jam Gaming each and every time.
They just control the midfield. That's something they've always been good at, and it really showcases that. Ooh, missed opportunity there by Monty Connor.
Yep, but at least he hits the ball back, and Jam, they're still not done yet, career. I mean, Shady has brought the ball back in. Hectic tries to rotate with it, but the ball keeps going in front of this goal. It's so scary right now. Hectic gets another save. And when will Conspiracy Esports relinquish any of this pressure?
Probably never. Doesn't seem to be the way they go. They like sitting in their half.
Pessimist.
No, I think the big thing for me, watching these gameplay so far, is Conspiracy has an insane defense.
Yeah.
And once they learn to branch out a bit more and trust their teammates to go forward for that two-man aggressive play, leaving one of them back, they're going to do so much better in league play.
Yep. Saw the demolition coming through from Conspiracy Esports there, and Jam Gaming still not stopping. You'll see that third member of Jam will come back. That's Shady. Express setting it up. Doesn't roll the ball. Trying to dribble. Great passing play. Jam over to Express. 1, 2, 3. And that's a biddle of a pass if I've ever seen one. We'll see. A minute 30 has passed, but some good looking stuff from Jam Gaming, but great defense from Conspiracy. Well, Jam Gaming so far, 330. You've got a lot working for them, and I think Conspiracy Esports are still struggling with this defense. Although they're holding off, Jam are just not stopping here. Jam Gaming try to dribble the ball through. Express and Shady working as a two-man unit. Monty Connor still playing the ball slow. Hectic won't get it past him. The clears are such a struggle for Conspiracy right now. And there we go, another shot. Demolition doesn't slow it down. Jam Gaming, the answer is no. Even with two members, they look strong.
And that's all you really need when the other team's not trying to do shots against you. As we saw there, Conspiracy had 3 people just holding hands in their side of the pitch.
Oh my God, Express! What a turn up. That was nicely done, and that's the coordination of Jam we've come to expect.
And good setup there from Monty Connor as well. That two-man play around the backboard is nice, standard, and clean.
Signed, sealed, delivered. Jam have taken 1 goal off Conspiracy Esports. And again, we watch Jam Gaming and we say to ourselves, why are they our top team? Well, moments like this, still not the greatest series, but we think that, I think Jam just holding the ball in this half are still showing that control we expect.
That being said, this game, sorry, not this game, this point that's just started now has been a little bit different. Conspiracy are getting a little bit more aggressive. We're seeing 2 players come up and they're not losing possession straight off the bat. They're actually getting something off a clear.
Shady around the corner, waiting for the ball to drop. Walcott still into defense and really stat padding. Need to get their fantasy league going once again. We need OCE Fantasy League.
There is an OCE Fantasy League.
Are we going right now?
Yeah.
I need to get my fantasy league team going once again. Because I'll tell you what, I'll put a couple of Jam members in.
You're definitely not putting Avant members in.
No.
Something biased.
No. I'll put all in Avant members. I promise. I promise. I'm a changed man. Avant have always been great. Except Jake needs to spell his name properly. 1 minute 30 remaining. Conspiracy Esports to tie this one up. Have to make a big play coming through because Jam still holding at least 80% possession. Quote me. That's a big number. Conspiracy Esports struggling here. Ball's back in their half, right where Jam want it.
And they're pretty safe about it. We just see this whole game being dominated by Jam, who just control the entire pitch, and any goal scored by Conspiracy is pretty much a huge misplay by Jam in the midfield, letting them get the opportunity.
Minute remaining, still that 1 goal. Monty Connor, look at this dribble, nicely done. Hands it over to Express. The Dukes left, right, and center. Shady doesn't leave it for Monty Connor. He picks up some boost. He comes through, hitting it over the corner. Right now, Jam just look like they're having fun. That goal, that is open. But Express should be able to be back. Shady just in case as well. Slopey Monster will even push out, and this is the aggression that we want to see from Conspiracy Esports. However, Jam, right now, are still finding windows.
I like the fact that they've changed playstyle, though. It's a step in the right direction. Even if they can't pull back this game, the fact they realized they needed to adapt this quickly against a top team means in the rest of league play, there's a lot of potential for growth.
There's definitely been the key word for today, I think, Korea, that the fact that these teams can adapt on the fly, especially our 7th and 8th team, and how they'll do in league play will really relate to how they're doing today. It's definitely not over, however. Walcott has a shot on goal, and will set it up for Slurpee Monster, who takes it 1 apiece with 5 seconds remaining.
It gets interesting, Hysterics.
It does. That means we might have overtime, and we might have a potential for Game 4. Slurpee Monster found an opening, took it, and Jam Gaming will be under fire. We could have overtime once again.
Walcott with that great steal as well. Just came right behind Express and was like, nope. And just stole it right from under his nose.
Oh, Shady not happy with that. Jam going to try and get a 1-second goal off the backboard. Express. No way. Monty Connor. Oh, my God. Jam Gaming will take a 3-0, and they're not letting this one go to overtime.
And that is a clean finish for Jam. They're going to be happy with that. They've got their revenge on Conspiracy. They had that 3-0, which is critical if there's ever a tiebreaker. And all importantly, a big win.
See, I mean, they will be happy with the end result, but I feel like during the game, we'd be questioning. I mean, there was great defense from Conspiracy Esports, but Jam Gaming still struggled to penetrate that line.
And I think it was a large factor of Conspiracy playing so far back that it cost them games to halt the aggression from Jam.
So, Yummy, was it a fact of Conspiracy with great defense, or were Jam just struggling a bit?
Are you kidding me? You spent the entire game saying Jam aren't performing? They held the possession like 80% of the time. The ball was always in the half.
I wanted more. I wanted 90%.
Conspiracy.
I wanted 90%.
You wanted them to dominate, but Conspiracy... Yeah. You see the dissatisfaction here from Tom? They spend most of the time in the Conspiracy defensive half, and it's huge props to Conspiracy.
Sure.
They've got great defense. Their defense is really solid, but they're not pushing up together into attack. And Jam are great at shutting down one-man attacks. They need something else there to really put Jam on the back foot.
Yeah, it's literally their jam. Their thing is they own the midfield. They have Monty Connor just there to ruin any pressure.
And now Jam are the Conspiracy Slayers.
Okay,
which is a big deal.
That makes sense.
They were the Jam Slayers.
They were the Jam Slayers. They've slayed the Slayers.
I know. I was,
and that means Jam can beat Jam because they beat Conspiracy.
And Jam rhymes with Sam the Slayer. So
yeah.
Sam.
Grand Slam Jam. I hate you.
Jam played really well. I think that's a good sign, but it's also left them kind of untested because Conspiracy have a very different style to every single other team in the top 8. So we got to see how they play next week in their matches. But it was a good start, a 3-0, even if it went into overtime.
I think Conspiracy there had some really good play. There were a couple of windows of opportunity, and they took it. We saw that last goal there. That was great.
Having good defense is the hardest part of Rocket League. The fact that they have a great base there of defense means all they need to do is work on some pass plays or work on a bit of variation in their offense. And this is all League play is about. It's about growth for Conspiracy Esports. And I think if they do grow over the season, they can enter the top of the charts.
Well, I agree entirely because their style would mirror something similar to Jam's if they get a little bit more wider in their rotations.
A lot like the older style of Jam,
I am curious, however, when we see Noises and Toxic take on Conspiracy Esports. Between those two teams, the ones that we're not sure if they can reach top 6, but have the opportunity, do you feel like Conspiracy is a stronger team at the moment?
I think they're a more solid team, more consistent team. So it's going to be like, whoa, wild card up against the solid, stable. Let's kill.
Conspiracy's always been like the bubble team just outside of the 6.
It's really hard. If you don't have a fantastic offense, it doesn't matter how well you play. And it's those teams that like come in and are just like crazy, like Legacy, who come in and they're just like nutso.
Surprise.
They
Flip
can just
a table
surprise
and just do
teams
anything.
and take people down. Conspiracy are a team that are going to have to build up over time.
I think we've seen pretty good results coming through from our 8 teams today, however. Nothing too unexpected. I mean, almost getting taken down Chiefs was a massive surprise, but end of the day, Chiefs the only team to take 2-0. Of course, Jam only played 1, and as well, Noises and Toxic only played 1, as well as Conspiracy.
Still shows how tight the OCE scene is right now. The fact that so many teams did end up on 1-1 that we'll need to find out in the future weeks how they separate themselves.
And I think the last 9 games have all been won by a single goal as well. So even though they've been 3-0, 3-0, 3-0 sweeps, all of them were super close games.
Close stuff, but for League Play week number 1, we got many weeks to go. However, Yummy, there is a community night coming up, and I'm excited because this is our growth of our community and our scene.
Yeah, the community night for Rocket League is coming up this Wednesday. So if you are from Oceania, you've never played a tournament before, or you want to get better at Rocket League, then come sign up for the tournament. Throwdowntv.gg. There's also some other tournaments going on at the same time. Always action happening on that website. But sign up, come here Wednesday, $350 of prizes, but most importantly, a lot of fun.
Exactly right. We've had so many good community nights before. Curry, are you signing up for this one?
Yeah,
It's
you're
on
allowed
Wednesday.
to.
Yeah, we are. It's a different rule set. We're allowed to compete. Me and you should make a team. We can be the worst.
With you?
Do you want to lose?
No.
Do you want to
I
lose
can
with us,
carry
Yummy?
you guys. Yeah.
Carry us.
Oh, is your back that
fair?
heavy? Can you do that?
My back that heavy.
Your back that strong, we're that heavy. Sorry,
Yeah, I
can't
can
work
do
today.
it. I can get us into the top 1.
Well,
Nice.
apparently we're going to be playing in community night, so we'll see you there. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for being with us. Proudly supported by Macca's. We are. My man, Yummy Cheese, man. Next week is going to be so sexy.
It's going to be so good next week. But this week, we do have to look back. There's something exciting. Macca's has provided us with $50 Macca's cards
That's right.
for each MVP every week. And that's 2 MVPs every week. So there's one chosen by us, and by us I mean me, and one that'll be chosen by you, the community. Today's MVP,
I also voted for this, by the way,
you voted for it,
because he unfollowed.
is going to be Torsos from Chiefs Esports Club. We'll be sending him a $50 Macca's card. And the community vote. Go over to twitter.com/throwdowntv. In the next day, we will be putting up a poll on who your MVP is, and the winner of that will also be getting a $50 Macca's card.
Of course, with our proud partners of McDonald's. We're supported by them. We love them. And of course, they'll be back with us next week in our League Play. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching, and thank you so much to our production team. We'll see you next week.